Like, get rid of the elusive, but still a lot of 30-30s with overwhelm, and they can obviously remove 2 of them potentially with ASol's abilities. Hello everyone, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel. Again, we have a deck for you today. This one is actually, people have been asking me for a Purrfection deck, a Targon Purrfection deck for a little while, because it's, I used to make Purrfection decks all the time. I still think that Shadow Isles is one of my favourite Purrfection decks, but it does work really well with Targon. So let's get in. This is Starry Purrsuit. So as I said, this deck is called Starry Purrsuit. It has been a while since I've made a proper Purrfection deck. I know that I put out that video not too long ago called Perfect Music, which was all about using the musicians, sorry, from Ionia, and I did put Purrfection in that deck, but it wasn't truly a Purrfection deck in the way that I like to build Purrfection decks, which is a very stupid way, as you will see. So the way that I normally build Purrfection decks is it's very much ones of and twos of, and the idea is that we're trying to like get to playing 20 cards as quickly as possible. Now, obviously we're playing this with Targon. There is different strategies and different ways that you can work this round, okay? So I will quickly go through as many of them as I quickly can, but there's lots of very things. I will just say, yet again, this is definitely a meme deck. It's all for the fun of the game. No, like, do not go in expecting this to be one of those decks which is going to get you like a lot of wins on the ladder or anything along those lines, but this will be a lot of fun to play. And that is the main thing. So let's get in and quickly go through all these different things. So I've put in 1 Victor, 2 Hymers, and 3 Zoes. Now, this is very strange for me, because normally I always put 3 Hymers in, because, you know, Gomez loves a Hymer deck. And also, he works really well towards getting you to Purrfection, because every single bot that he makes is a different one. As long as you vary out the spells that he's making different bots, he's helping you get towards Purrfection. But it does take a little while to get to him. He's a 5-cost, which is a 5-cost champion, whereas Zoe is only a 1-cost, and hopefully, by putting 3 copies of her, you're hopefully trying to get her quicker, so you can get her at the start of the game, so you can start pounding in that elusive damage, but also creating those super cool star charts, finding things off of it, which are, number 1, going to help level her, number 2, it's going to help level Victor. And obviously what we want to be doing here is, as you can see, there's a couple of stress testings in here. Be careful, because upon like obviously discarding these, it draws a fleeting card. If you draw one of your Purrfections and you're not at that point yet and can't play it, you will be burning it. So that's one thing to always bear in mind, that it's a risk. My main reason for putting it in this deck is for draw if you need it, which in desperate times call for desperate measures. If you need that additional draw, it's going to be very handy. But I've also put it in here because we're running star shaping. The idea of getting living legends and then getting all those fleeting cards and taking the fleeting off of them was too funny for me not to pass up on. As well as the fact that obviously if we level Victor, all those celestial cards will cost 1 less. Now you could say, but Gomez, why don't you just play the Allegiance card in Targon? There's too many cards in PNC that I want to use that it doesn't bide taking the Allegiance mean in Targon. So another card that I had to drop, which I really wanted to put into this deck, was Give It All. Honestly, I really wanted to put this in the deck, but there was nothing I really wanted to cut in order to put it in. You definitely could find a way of putting it in if you really wanted to, but I honest to God just like I decided to keep it out. The funny thing is I got it so many times with Flash of Brilliance anyway that it just didn't matter. In the end, you still managed to get that most of the time, and like obviously funny results would end up happening for it, but it is a chance. It would be a lot better to run a copy, but I just didn't decide what I wanted to get rid of. You could also flip these round and go 1 Hymer, 2 Victor, because 2 Victor, yet again, you've got that lovely kind of like creation augment thing going on there. Every single created card with all the Celestials and created card stuff in here, making it cost 1 less is good. So there is the potential chance of that, but I just love Hymer so much that I've gone with 2 Hymers. But you could easily swap the 2 around. We are actually running one of the new cards, which justifies this deck video. We're running one of the new cards, which is the Star Tipped Peak, which does create 2 cards, which is helping you with Victor. It's helping you with Zoe. Zoe's on the board to be able to get those things out. And depending on whether or not any of those are spells, it could help you with Hymer. If Hymer's on the board, then you can use those spells. But our whole idea is that obviously we want to be trying to get to Purrfection as quickly as possible, who is the 30-30 big cat with Overwhelm. That's what we're after. We've got a couple of life steal options to help sustain your life. Loads of draw options and creation cards and whatnot. So please let me know what you think. This is the deck. It's a crazy deck, but please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. It's a lot of fun to play this as well. It's fun. Like, if you do play it, let me know how it goes, or if you changed anything, let me know what you change. I would like to say that so the games that you will see, the first game, it's so annoying. I've recorded this video twice because literally what happened was I was 40 minutes into a recording session and my computer just blue screened of death. So the first match you will see, I think I do actually explain it in the match. I'm coming back into it at the very end, at the very precipice. I'm coming back into that game, and it was like such a tense moment because it was literally I was rebooting my computer, like shit, I've got to get back in that game. I've got to get back in that game because Zoe was leveled. We were so close to things, but as you see, you'll see how that ended anyway. But yes, bear in mind, shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you didn't know already, I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to say hello and whatnot in chat. I do love it when people come over. It's honestly it's such a nice thing for you guys to do. There's also the Discord link down below. There's a monthly games night and movie night in there. So why not consider joining these things and whatnot, just so you can be part of building a lovely community that we're building. And just thank you so much for the support. I always say this every single time, this channel would be nothing without all of you guys watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Honestly, this is what's the lifeblood of this channel is you. It's what keeps my energy up to keep making this stuff. I want to give you guys better content, so thank you so much all for the support. I've got an interview goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers on Twitch and YouTube, and I said I feel like we're gonna smash YouTube, no problem. So honestly, thank you. I just hope that you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the games. So let's just get in and see how this deck did in a couple of matchups. Okay, we've just come back into a game. Literally, my computer just blue screened of death after I just leveled Zoe. I come back, I'm nearly dead, and literally, I had the advantage so much in this game, and literally, I just come back and I'm nearly dead. But on the plus side, Purrfection. I mean, even though I basically, it's literally my computer just decided the blue screen of death. Seriously, I was on I can't remember, 16 health or so. I come back. She wasn't even here last time. The problem is obviously that they could recall you. Actually, no, they can't. It's gonna be. Whoop. That's fine. That's fine. Do you know why? Because we have this, and we're going into my attack turn. So even though I was gone, we're gonna throw Zoe so we can still give Zoe Overwhelmed. And we can also give. Actually, technically, we could have given the big cat elusive. Would have been the better plan. But anyway. Sonic, we put you out because then we're gonna go. Oh, I'm so upset that you didn't get to see the beginning bit of this game, because the beginning bit of this game was so good. Like, we leveled Victor, we got to this really good point of just literally getting all these celestial things out. My computer just went brr, brr, brr. And now we are where we are, but we go forward, and we hope that we get this. Obviously, Hush could come out on top of this. We have already seen them use one Hush this game. Obviously, you don't know about this, but they did use Hush one point, so there could be another Hush. They're going all in. They were running a tri-beam deck, but Shadow Mode to my opponent. Oh, they tried when I was you've got no idea how quickly I was trying to reboot my computer. Go shit, get back in here, come on, I've got to get back in there. I got to get in there. Zoe Starry Dragon. I mean, we already know that that's such a good deck when they put those with Tabastia and that. So all I've got is hope. We start with a Heimer, but I'm gonna actually get rid of him because I do need the early game. I need the early game. Zoe is technically who I want in my hand at the start. I still want to use stress testing with Living Legends. I was hoping I was gonna do it in that game that got taken away from me, but it's okay. We still throw down the Priestess. Priestess going into drawing one of my champions, hopefully. But obviously we'll see how it goes. Could have technically thrown down this. We do have Purrfection in hand. There we go. I'll take that. I should have probably taken something else, but I'll take that. Okay, I'm willing to wait. We've got a Hush in case they place. Oh no! Okay, dragons. Dragons are coming. The dragons, they come. I really hope I draw Zoe with this. Honestly, I hope that I draw Zoe with this. That would be the. Now, admittedly, that's not the best unit to be up against. There's Zoe! They could have, sharp sight, and they could have sharp sight, so many problems. Okay, I can take 5. I'm willing to take 5. throwing this down, so hopefully in the future we're going to get like a really good move from that, but okay. Because we can hush that. So the reason why I'm willing to accept this is because if they throw, actually no, if they throw in the sharp sight, I'm not about to get past that, am I? Yep, sharp sight. I was going to say that I guess I can still get hush and Pale Cascade. Just so at least that potential dragon is out the way. It would force them to have to use an additional buff in order to get past this. So I'm willing to accept that. Or they could hush down Zoe. But it's forcing another resource out of my opponent that I'm happy to do. Slowly but surely. We get there! We've got this dropping like a 2 select. Yeah, that's fine. At least that's one less dragon to worry about. As more come at me, I'm sure! Okay. Goat can drop. Ooh, we could actually just immediately just remove. I guess I want to be using that on a dragon more than anything else. Yep, we'll just use that directly on dragon. Could actually use this to kill the herald. So we just want to get rid of your ability of fury and, like, you know, challenging. I guess I don't mind doing that trade-off at the moment. So we want to throw down Goat. Could throw down you as well, actually, I guess. We just want to keep throwing different things down right now. Because the more different things we throw down, we're just getting closer and closer to perfection. So just keep throwing different things down. Slowly but surely, the cat will solve all of our issues. They don't have right of negation or deny, but they do have hush. But there'd still be a 30-30 on the board that they've got to deal with once we get there. So that's why it's okay. I feel like we need to deal with you. Potentially throw a little bit of damage into this guy. Technically, there was no reason to throw damage into this guy because, I mean, he's gonna Pale Cascade. Pale Cascade! Keeping that alive because they want to be trying to get their ASol up for cheaper. Oh, we could thermal this down, but I don't really want to thermal this down, but I might end up having to. We just want to go wide on the board right now. Wide, and if we're playing different cards with that's the better option. So I will wait. I will bide my time. Victor!
Ready weapon.
It's comedy, the fact that that doesn't count as a dragon anymore. Like, even that's like, because besides it doesn't count as a dragon anymore, so he doesn't get the buff off of like the thing off of that. I'm willing to accept that. I know that I've got a heal in the hand. It makes me feel a little bit better about it. Obviously, they could have used judgment, but they didn't. We want at least 6 mana to be able to deal with this. I want to use a bunch of cards. I'm actually gonna, number one, get your cost down. We could actually technically throw, actually no, we can't throw Victor out and still do that move. Literally all the, oh yes! Okay, so that means if we can get that 30-30 on the board, we can give everyone 30-30 stats. We want to potentially actually go for a rummage. Rummage to get rid of these two. I might end up regretting getting rid of the gem, because obviously it would have been a created card for Victor. Could have actually used it on top of stress. I could have actually used that full on top of stress testing. Would have been a bad plan. We used the thermal beam to try and get rid of you. I know that ASol is probably lurking and ready to come out at some point, but we've got like a little closer to you. I should have definitely rummaged off one of the stress testings though. Should have rummaged off one of the stress testings. That was the superior move. More dragons coming at me. At least one of them is down. Zoe's here. Feel so much wants to play Victor, but I feel that Victor just immediately dies anyway. I'm weird to play Zoe. It's not another card. I'm not actually getting myself close to perfection, so maybe Victor. At least that has taken all of their mana to throw him down. They have him, which is devastating, and I wish they didn't, but at least he is now, like, and he's not leveling yet. He's not leveling yet, but that is still devastating. The fact they're getting, like, Invoke cards, like, every single turn is now going to be a little bit squeaky bum time. We don't really want to go forward with Zoe, because they could still have they could still have Sharp Sight, which just means that she just dies. I'd rather wait until next turn that she be a blocker, because we're just getting closer and closer. Potential single combat. Oh! That is not what you need to see right now. That is not what you need to see. Okay, 17 cards. We've still got a heal. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there! We've got a big start. I mean, but obviously they could just immediately obliterate our They could just immediately obliterate our Purrfection. That's the sad part of all of this. Go get him, Jerry. Go get him, Jerry. It's not ideal. But obviously, he's basically on the level up. Basically on the level up.
Look at me now.
We could get to the point of this. Because all it would be a star shaping. Oh, the rally!
Hey, soldier?
Maybe.
Can at least do the star shaping. Could take Great Beyond. I feel like I'm going to take Living Legend. I've still got another stress testing. They can't use the Obliterate yet. We go with Cat because the Cat is the ultimate defense against ASol. Obviously, they could just pass the turn and level him. But the Cat is the best defense against ASol right now. Because it's like, you can go forward, mate. You can go forward, but you would be sacrificing your big star dragon to my big 30-30 Cat. They leave it. Get the level up. Now the question is, we go with this because if they've got a hush, or something, I feel like we go with this because if they've got obliterates, it's slow speed. If they've got obliterates, it's slow speed, and they could hush that so they could get rid of the elusive, or they could get rid of the overwhelm. But they can't get rid of the stat line. They can't get rid of the 30-30 stat line. Your Star Dragon might be a big, powerful man. But got to go with this. Got to go. So they're gonna go getting rid of the elusive. Makes 100% sense. Like, get rid of the elusive. But still, a lot of 30-30s with overwhelm, and they can obviously remove two of them potentially with ASol's abilities. But as long as one of them can get through, we might still be able to win this game. They've all got what's his face as well at the moment. They've all got, so they trying to find options. I think we could use ignition to actually buff them all up, but I feel like we'd have to go. We can't take the risk. Just go. Send everyone forward. Okay, so they can hush. They could potentially hush, but that's a lot still to go through. Go! Oh my god, yes! I mean, this is a really good combination. Like, Thresh with Nasus and being able to bring him back out again, I'm really going to need my hushes. Because my hushes are, like, the only thing that give me a really good shot against Nasus. Because, like, just taking that big-ass stat line and turning it back into a little 2-2, that's what I need to find. But obviously, we can throw down Zoe. They could have a number of different things that could kill Zoe, from Vile Feast to Withering Wail to maybe even Unspeakable Horror. Or just Caretaker. What's the face, that Blighted Caretaker, just getting those things out. So I'll take the damage. I'll take your 1 damage. Pip away. Pip away. Okay, so he just immediately throws Zoe forward. She could get Vile Feasted. I've got to go. Okay, so we throw out the Ballistic Bot. Ballistic Bot starts making. So remember me, little one. Ballistic Bot just like starts. Oh, that's such a good move. On the plus side, I can still rummage. So I'm probably gonna rummage the ignition. Rummage the ignition and Jerry, so that Jerry can at least, like, say, going for the 3 damage. Okay, so they want to do it like this. I can take that damage. I can accept that damage. It is but a scratch. Might as well throw the Priestess out then if they're gonna do it like that. I'll take the Comet. The ability to potentially remove Thresh, like when I need to remove him, is too good not to do, in a manner of speaking. Heimer can make things kick off. Okay, just gonna go forward with Zoe. Just making this cost a little bit less. What we want to be doing here is we do want to throw down the ignition. Going into Star Chart. Because, yeah, again, all we're doing is we're leveling Victor. We're getting to a very nice point. We could technically leave this, go into next turn, play Heimer. Heimer then gets the Star Chart and that. I do want a Star Chart now to be able to... Yeah, I'm willing to wait more so because I just want to get Heimer onto this board. Obviously, they could throw Thresh at this moment in time. Of course. We can hush him. just to stop him from grabbing someone. I wanted to throw Heimer at this turn, but feel like maybe the better move here is throw out the star chart, see what we get, So a stun or an Equinox. We could actually just straight up Equinox this guy, but I feel like the stun is gonna be more important, as we now just go stun on top of both of these, because they can still find a way to kill him and activate the Thresh, but it's going to be harder for them to go with that. I don't mind them attacking forward with Thresh, because if I can take his health down even a little bit, I'll be happy with that. So, we're going to go with getting Jerry out. Jerry can defend with this free Thresh, so, we've got another way of getting another Jerry out, but yeah, so we'll do that trade-off. I'm willing to accept this one just in case they've got another Butcher. And I can take 3 damage. I've got a Star Shaping in hand. It doesn't worry me as much. Zoe is nearly there! We could level Zoe. We could basically we could get there, right? We could level her. Oh no! Oh, she was so close! She was so close in her prime! She was like, oh, when you're that close to getting there, it just gets taken away from you in one foul swoop. It's devastating. Okay, we're gonna throw down
the sweet smell
of science! That allows me now to ignition into... Boom, you're doing that attacking, but also we get a little 1-cost bot. We do, as I said, have the star shaping to be able to heal ourselves up a little bit as well. Next turn, I've got a Flash of Brilliance. Next turn, I've got that Flash of Brilliance move working for me. I will have to deal with this. And obviously, they could grab Heimer with Thresh, but willing to take the risks right now. Because we can Flash of Brilliance. So, Heimer dies, but he does at least get to, like, make some bots before he dies. How close? I mean, Victor's basically leveled, right? So that's why I don't mind this. How close is he? Okay, so I'm not willing to go down to 4 just yet. What we can do is we go whoop. Ooh, Sunburst might end up being quite good as well. So whoop. Okay, we've got draw. Got some more bots. This would actually level him, is what the problem is, I guess. So we don't really want to level Thresh right now. Obviously, they could still level him themselves, but we don't want to be helping towards that level up. So that's why willing to do this. Willing to accept these trades. This is actually the level up of Victor as well, by the way. Just by putting these 2 bots out. We're going to go with the immediate Comet, because we do still have this. As long as we play it on Daybreak, it will silence Nasus. So that's why we don't mind it. We play some bots. Little one, you must. We're okay. We've got the defense. We've got like Victor's leveled. We've got draw. We've got heals. I need to find Hush, if I'm gonna be honest, because Hush would just be so good to be able to stop the situation. But yeah, no, I can accept. I would rather go in with a little tiny point of mana. Oh, where? How close are we? Purrfection. We can get there. You down first for a little bit more draw, just in case they throw. Actually, I guess, like, you know, we can't use this now until next turn. I think it's gonna be Sunburst if it was Nasus. Play Victor. Victor just levels himself up, and so we can now throw his Hex Score Fusion. Obviously, they could still. Actually, they can't have Vengeance right now, so it's okay. I'm in an okay spot. The ability of using Progress Day for 7 as well, like, it's just devastating. And so just look how close. So sure, the cat, the little ticky-tocks on the cat. We're gonna get there, people. This is what I mean by Purrfection deck. It's like, think about how many times we've actually got to see Purrfection. Every game, we've actually got to see Purrfection. Oh, we got Scout. Okay. We could go forward. Actually, I guess... Who trades with him right now? I guess if we went forward, we'd trade something off their side of the board. But then, you know, I'm willing to wait. I'm more willing to wait. We've got 4 more cards. There's the Hush! So if Big Boy Nasus did decide to come onto the board, we could very easily make him into a 2-cost. Or 2-2, sorry, not a 2-cost. This will make a really big boy Nasus. Or slash, they could actually also use Withering Wail. But if they had Withering Wail, I feel like they would have done it before going into the attack, personally. But you never know, right? So my health is down, but the plus side, they do level Thresh. They do level him, but I'm willing to accept it. I'm willing to accept the level up on him because they don't have any form of rally. So it's not like they're going to be immediately going forward with him. We do have the hush. Okay. So right now, they get the level. It's okay. Stay calm. Just stay cool, calm, and collected. Cool, calm, and collected. So, gonna throw you down. They could obviously throw down a vengeance or something along those lines, but we need to go use spell shield. Elusive scout. Oh, that's big. That's a big boy as well. That's a big boy as well. We do have the sunburst next turn that we can use, so that's not too bad. They could try to kill Victor this turn, because they could go with Nasus's spell to use the little whoop to try and kill him. They don't. Oh, thank fuck. I mean, we go immediately forward with the scout move, right? We go immediately forward into his scout. How close is this? I mean, this is 3 cards away. As much like I want to keep, in case they did go for the little strike move, I wanted to keep the hush move open. So me doing any other cards then would have basically not kept that open. So we want to go with the little dinking them for damage. There it is. Right, okay, right. So sunburst immediately on Nasus right now. Just because we can silence him, he goes down in that thing. It's just like, oof! It feels so bad, but so good. As we get slowly closer and closer, we might. Can we do it this turn? Because bear in mind, but it's 5 cost. We're spending 5 mana. It would leave us with 8. I don't know whether or not we could get there. Rite of Calling. So, but he does pull from the deck, and we have seen one Thresh already die. So this could be. This is because they want to use the Nasus spell. They want to use Nasus's striking spell. So they're trying to draw Nasus to use his striking spell. So this just means that they have to play Nasus again because they want to level him. Basically, is what my point is. But if we remove him from the field of play, it makes it harder for them to do that. Boom! 1 Nasus down! As we get slowly closer and closer. 2 more! 2 more cards. 2 more different cards. That's all it needs. 2 more different cards. So, that's fine. That's fine. We could just straight up kill them. Like, if these 2 can hit in, we could just straight up kill them anyway, right? Without even having to get to the cat. But we must! But we must get to the cat! We've given him Fearsome, which doesn't really mean anything with his elusiveness. Okay. Killing just because they need to find some kind of answer, right? They need to find some kind of answer here. I'm gonna throw down the progress though. Once it's that little tiny bit cheaper. There's Heimer. I mean, this is death. It feels so bad because I can't get out of it. Get out of it. Work out a way to get out of this, please. No! I wanted to play the cat. I was hoping you had the abilities, like using a whale or something. Oh, but honestly, GG to my opponent. You did. There's a really good deck you've got there as well. Teemo Sej. Teemo Sej. Okay, right. It's okay. It's okay. We can beat them. Mystic Z, we can beat ya. Hopefully, maybe. Probably not. Okay. I'm actually willing to keep Thermal. Because if they turn 1 Teemo, just turn 1 Teemo, that immediate Thermo beam. Okay, right, they don't have it. They don't have it. Or they do, and they just didn't want to chance it. So, obviously, there's so many removals in P&Z. So many removals in P&Z to remove Zoe right there, but you gotta go with the gambles sometimes in your lives. So I could honestly, because these 2 can kick off like so quickly together, and because obviously that's gonna help towards Sejuani, I'm willing to. I mean, obviously this guy needs to die as well, or we could see whether or not we find Equinox first. I'll take Equinox. Okay, so that just means that we can stop those shrooms from coming at me. Obviously, it now means that they just immediately go forward with him. Probably killing him was the better move. Because now they just immediately go forward with both of them and do a lot of damage. Yep. I mean, they could have actually used the ignition and made the, what's-his-face bot go up a little bit. So that would have just been an additional point of damage, like, on top of the additional damage that they've done. But, yeah, probably the better move would have just been to straight up kill him. You know, honestly, looking back on this now, the straight up kill him was the better option. So, I'm going to throw down the Fangs. I am willing to take this. My main reason for doing this is because in my head, I'm now thinking throw Heimer out, throw this out, throw that out. That's going to be like how my mind plays this. So we still go forward with Zoe. Still go forward with Zoe just to get another one of those. But yeah, so next turn, Heimer into this, into that, into what you like, because it just means that we're creating more and more bots. It's not the best, and I'm starting to take significant damage. Stage 1 is like well on her way. Hush is quite nice. Another ballistic. How close is like Zoe's getting there? Zoe's getting there. Okay, so this next move of just boom. As long as I can throw a bot out, I'm going to be happy. Because at least I have some form of defense. Oh, give it all! Such a good one to get. So we could have actually hushed. We could have actually hushed as well, just to stop the damage. Which would have been actually a really good move, in all honesty. But we also do have, so they go forward, do the damage in here, trade you off. Even willing to throw Heimer in front of one of these right now. So they wanted to stop us. From getting that health. It's okay. So the shrooms are coming in. We will get there. We'll get there. I'm gonna straight up kill. Actually, I guess the shroom guy is the guy we need to kill. This guy, because they've got 2 of those, right? They've got two ballistic bots. So all like by removing one, all we're doing is they're still gonna be getting the damage into my core. Slowly but surely, we are making a bunch of different things. I mean, we should have actually done that. I mean, actually, I guess Purrsuit wouldn't have mattered. We've given everyone challenge, but Zoe is leveled. Right now. Potential's come for the future of this. But okay, what we want to do here is could see what we find. I feel like I want to go with the Solari Priestess. Priestess going into Comet, because Comet just means that if Sejuani drops, we can deal with her. Throw that out. It gives everyone tough. This unit does give everyone tough, which is somewhat okay. Another Equinox, so we could actually just like remove like the damage which is continuously coming at me. So I'll take that at this point, but give everyone tough. Everyone's got tough. Not that it means anything right now, if I'm gonna be honest. I guess it could mean something, because if we Equinox somebody and then remove them, like if we Equinox one of these, they go down to 1. Let's throw down that Equinox, meaning that goes down to 1. I mean, I feel like we could actually potentially level high. I mean, we're taking a lot of damage. I need to find one of my healing things. Like, I need to find one of my healing options, because right now I'm kind of dead. I'm kind of dead without my healing things. Very much looking for them, I'm not gonna lie. We'll take down this ballistic bot. Obviously, they're starting to get like more and more shrooms into my deck, but we'll do this. Heimer still lives. We've got you. So we can throw this out just so that, yeah, again, we're just helping Heimer out. And then use this and give everyone challenge again. I guess with like potential for elusivity right now. Draw is going to become slowly but surely less my friend. That's why I'm less inclined to go for the dog. But what we do need is the damn, what you get, like, you know, star shaping right now. Because star shaping just gets me back on track. Victor with the potential of a give it all move. Leave your bags at the door. Throw down Victor, because he gives everyone augment. And by giving everyone augment, now that just means that every single time that we're using a Victor spell, we are now giving everyone additional stats. Everyone's got augment. Teemo comes down. Teemo comes down. We've still got a hush if we wanted to like throw somebody else in the way, but we can throw Zoe in the way, and Zoe doesn't actually care about Teemo right now at all. And I guess we throw Victor. He's got spell. I didn't even notice that he got spell shield. Devastating. Okay, down quite nicely. Oh, I see. So I mean, I've still got hush, so I mean, I can still kill Teemo. I can still make sure that he dies. Don't you worry about that. I'm not letting that little man get past me. So we've got the option of, so we throw more people out, obviously, so we've got more things on the board, but we can literally give everyone elusive. So we give everyone fearsome, we give everyone challenge, everyone's going up because these are created things that are working with the augment. And then, boom, we throw out the Immortal Fire. Didn't our Purrfection? How close? Oh, shit. I mean, when you're that close to perfection, do you hold up the game? Do you hold the game? I mean, we know that this is practically okay, right? So, okay, they're doing the smart moves, meaning that, like, you know, I mean, technically that we've still got lethal. It's like, do you hold it? Do you hold it for what you know is gonna be like such a funny move? So they might as well do that just to get just to get the more stats up. I mean, there's GG. There's your GG. It's one of those things where we could just straight up kill her. So, like, my mind tells me it wants this, but we have seen the cat in a number of games where technically it'd be BMing my opponent to do that. So I'm willing just to accept the GG. Shenamot to my opponent. They play valiantly. They don't deserve me just like screwing around with their time. So thank you so much. Great games, GG. Good times. So that is the Starry Purrfection deck. As you, really funny. It's a really funny deck. Literally, it actually. So I only played 4 games of it in the afterwards, and it won 3 of them. Obviously, that you saw, it lost 1, but that was against a really aggressive aggro deck. And in the 40 minutes before, it actually won 2 games within that 40 minutes, and then that was the 3rd game I was in when it just got cut abruptly in the middle. I was like, shit, I got like a reboot or whatnot. So please let me know what you think down in the comment section down below, as well as the fact that obviously if you make any changes, let me know. Yet again, thank you all so much for the support. Obviously you can catch me live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. Link down below, as well as link to the Discord where there is a games night and a movie night, as well as the fact that obviously there's the link to the merchandise if you want to see like the t-shirt that I'm wearing here, the You Don't Stand a Ghost of the Chance, the Undying t-shirt. There was also a bunch of other ones because I love Legends of Runeterra so much. There was no merchandise out there that I liked the look of, so I decided to get a graphic artist to make the ideas that I had in my head a reality. So if you want to, consider, but do not feel forced into making any purchases or anything like that. It's just if you want to. So it's just I couldn't find any other t-shirts and whatnot that I wanted, so those are the ones that I did want. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I said, like, all the links, all the things, all down below. I hope that you have a great evening, day, or whatever it is to you. And until next time, bye. From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me. Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.